YouTube, Danny here with another video. Today's Tuesday, September 17, Tuesday, and let's start. So, what I want to talk about today is the importance of multiple time frames. I don't go crazy on having a bunch of time frames in my monitor, but I do have three. Um, you know, my bigger time frame, which is the daily, and then the 1 hour, which is I just incorporated into my trading, and man, it's helping a lot, a lot. And my daily time frame, my trading time frame, which is the 1 minute, and just show you guys real quick a few examples on how you're able to see the bigger picture when you have uh, multiple time frames, and how effective and helpful it is to uh, to have a few of these. So first, let's start. Today I only took one trade on Facebook. There was a lot of trades today, a lot of good trades, but I my strategy, throughout the years, I'm a very emotional trader, and a long time ago, I just decided to create a strategy that's it's very hard for me to go against my emotions as far as like over trading, as far as revenge trading and FOMO. Although a few, sometimes they do kick in, and without even me knowing. But for the most part, what I did, I developed a strategy that that just puts a line, right? A line, a borderline to where I know this, a limit to my trading as far as like how many trades I take a day, how many times at the time, how long should I be trading, a cut off time, when I'm profitable, what should I do? If I have some profits, should I just shut it down and all that stuff? So that's what I did. Instead of fighting those emotions, I just created a line between those, and now I know my limits, or at least I think I know. So anyway, so today I took a trade on Facebook, short, and real quick, top-down analysis of what I was watching. Well, bigger picture. This thing, broke out of this consolidation, came down, retested, went up again, came down, um, retested here, and we had some follow through, and then this day it gapped up, double top, came down, and for the last days we've been kind of just trending down slowly, and so right here, without looking at what happened today, what I was watching is on this day, this is what I was watching, and this is where the 1 hour time frame works. So this is, what I was watching is, obviously, as you guys can see, there is a base here, right? Where every time the market comes down, there's two, right? Every time the market comes down here to this level, it kind of, stalls. We have a bunch of buyers here, or at least, short sellers are covering here. And so for the last 2 days, actually for the last day, it came down pre-market, and it just held this with a double bottom. So what I've noticed, we're kind of trending down, right? We're kind of trending down. So what I was, and we opened right here. So I had two options. I was looking for either a short, I mean a long down to this level, because we do have a lot of support here, right? Or a push up to this level, right? Not this level here, and I'll tell you why, but this level right up here for a short. And the reason why, because we're still within consolidation mode, right? We're still consolidating. We are following this trend line here. And so if we go on so that's a bigger picture. You see how, even though I know that, even just looking at the daily here, I'm able to see that there's a lot of support, right? There's a lot of support here. But if you go ahead and have for example, this a 1 hour chart, you're able to see a little more in depth how um, the buyers are stepping in here, right? And so that was the bigger picture for me. I did wanted a long down below here, but so now let's go on the intraday and show you what happened, right? So I'm conscious that down below here there's a lot of support, daily support. So which means that the market opened here, and that's the reason why I'm not really looking for a long or a short on this level because I want to go to the outer lines, right? I want to see some I want to go against the herd, right? I want to go against the chasers. So let's say if this was to push down and come down like really fast from where it opened, I don't want to be the one chasing, right? I want to wait for it to come down here to go for a long, and same for this level up here. And so the market pushed up. Obviously, the first 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, I'm not interested in trading because it's a lot of volatility. So what I waited for, it pushed down. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, it's gonna come down. I'm ready for my confirmation here to go long, but instead it came down and turned around, and then it held this level here, and then it pushed up. And believe it or not, I was more interested on price action to go up to this level here, to go short. But at the same time, I was aware that if it pushed above this level, then we're kind of breaking the trend, right? So what I was aware of, if it comes up to this level, I am going to short, but I'm going to be aware of it coming down to this level to take my profits instead of holding, right? Because it confirmed that it broke out, it comes down, it came down, now it's going to go up. So that's what that was my thought process behind it. But as it pushed up, then it came down and it just started stalling here. It couldn't go up higher anymore. SPY was having a hard time as well, so I went short, took my first profits, covered some here. It pushed up, did not add, and then it comes down, and then right here when it triple bottom here, I covered more. So I was cover half. So I had the other half, and then as it pushed down, I covered some here, and then the rest I covered here. And my last target was right here. And the reason why, I mean, if you guys were paying attention, was because this was the other level that I was watching for a long, and I don't know what happened. Well, it's still holding as you guys can as you guys can see, but so that was the thought process on Facebook. So let's see if I still have. Yeah, I still have this right here. So you know, same thing. This was the short and then the covers, right? And that was the only trade that I took. So just real quick, go over the um, so I guess I should just use the examples of what happened today since they're really good examples. So SPY, same thing, right? The daily is telling me, it double top. It came down yesterday, it rejected this level. So right now I know that down below here there's going to be support, right? Support. But I'm focused more so on a few days before back, and so I'm able to see that, right? But if I go to the 1 hour time frame, I'm able to see that yesterday when it pushed down, and it held these levels, right? And then it came down, and it kind of reclaimed this level right here. If you see this pivot, it reclaimed, and then it pushed up. Pre-market came down, and then we're just consolidating. But you're able to see that even a push up to this level, you're able to see that you're going to have a lot of resistance here, right? So if you go long, if you're long here, this is where you take your profits. If you go, if you want to short, this two levels are the levels are that you want to start shorting, right? If you're wrong, well, this would be this would be your stop out, right? And maybe you look for another trade right up here, but it all depends. But you can see that how adding one more time frame it helps a lot. Um, Nvidia, let's do Nvidia and Baba. So these are the only three stocks and then the ETF that I trade. Um, Baba, Nvidia. Um, so you're able to see, I'm a little sick, still sick from since yesterday. So you're able to see that same here, right? Yesterday it came all the way down to this level and it just got sucked up. We opened right at this level here, and what I was watching was that on Baba here, um, see how it came down, it pushed down to this level pre-market, it pushed up and it's holding this level, right? It's holding, then it pushed down, and then this is where the market opened. So I know that there's going to be a lot of support here, right? There's going to be a lot of buyers here, a lot of buyers. So I want to buy here. That was my thought process. I want to buy, but so I want to be a buyer, and the reason why I want to be a buyer is because it's um, it's because it came down, it proved itself that we have some buyers here. So I want to buy either here or here. But so let me show you, right? So the market opened right here. So right away, I'm not interested in this level, right? I'm not interested because I know that within one candle, the market is going to come and test it. And I get chopped up a lot. I used to do that. I used to just go short or long with no distance, and I'll just get chopped up. And so I tend to just stay away. So what I saw was that once it proved itself that it came up to this level, and I know that even on pre-market, you're able to see that it's holding this level. So once it pushed up, right? Once it pushed up, it proved itself that it wants, with volume, if you see the volume here, it proved itself that it want to push up. Then it came down and retested this level. So now, how can you want to add the intraday your time frame, right? Your trading time frame with um, a bigger time frame, right? Now, because we know that pretty bullish on the daily, but we don't know. Um, um, we still want a little more proof. So, but you're able to see here that this level here, see this pivot, once it pushed up and it came down and retested. So there's going to be some support, not only on the minute um, chart, but also on the 1 hour time frame. So that makes it that much stronger. So it worked out. It worked out, and it also even if you wanted to short right up here, right, it worked out really good. I had some orders here, and then to add up right up here, but this happened around the time that I was already I was done trading. So let's real quick, let's do one more Nvidia. So Nvidia, what I was watching is this. What I was watching is this. There's a lot of support even on the daily time frame. You're able to see there's a lot of support right here, right? So I want to go long down below here, right? I want to go long down below here, and if we go on the 1 hour time frame, you're able to see that this would be the last level where the market It's going to defend, the longs are going to defend their positions. And so what I was watching is this thing was forming since yesterday, and this right here tells me that it's getting ready to push to go long, right? It's getting ready to go long. And so I was actually watching, had this thing pushed up to this level, I was not going to short because it already broke out, right? So it proved itself that it wants to push up. The daily is telling me that there's a lot of buyers down below here, right? So a lot of buyers for a last push. So I wasn't looking to go short here. Instead, what I'll be watching is a push up confirmation of the market to break this level and then a retest to go long, and or a fail of this level here, right? Since it opened right here, a fail, a push down, and a push up to this level, because now support is going to work as resistance. So we go on the intraday, and we're able to see that right off the open, this thing pushed down. So I was looking for a long, right? I was looking for a quick long for a scalp, right? But this proved to me that it doesn't want to go up, right? Because it didn't break out. So it didn't quite get to my level, and instead it was just pushing, and then this right here, right? So it kind of sped up, um, maybe stopped these guys out. It pushed up into that level, right? And then it came down. This could have been a great trade. Once again, it was already I don't trade once I'm green on the day. I stop trading, and or if it's 8:30 my time, I'm done. I shut it down. So I was actually watching this, but I'm okay. You gotta be happy with whatever you make, and gotta respect the rules. So um, but just so you guys, you can see that everything started on the daily, back down to the hourly, into the time frame, the trading time frame, and that was it, man. Hopefully this helps. What I want to do is, if anyone is interested, kind of want to form, I want to form a group of like three guys. Um, um, that want to learn the pivots, the lines, and whatever I'm able to help. And obviously, I'm willing to also help learn from you. But you have to be a MIC member, right? Because that's where I'm at. That's where I post a lot of stuff. Um, yeah, hit me up in DM, and at least you already know my thought process and how I trade. Um, so yeah, at least three guys. If you're down now, you know, spend some time and kind of help you out. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Hope this helps. Later.